It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the Memphis Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. And for Memphis, they've started the season with 2 wins and 2 losses. Not stupendous, but there have been some positive moments in those 2 wins that they might be looking to duplicate here tonight. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Well, the weekend obviously is in full swing, and so is the NBA. Hey, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. It's Western Conference NBA action, the Memphis Grizzlies here at home. And this is their first time matched up with the Suns this season. They could only manage a single win in 4 tries against these guys last year.
Yeah, and they lost the season series to this squad last time around. Maybe a little extra motivation tonight to show they've improved.
Smitty, early in a season, how many of these surprising losses can really be considered upsets, do you think?
You know, the great teams, they look at it's like a marathon. They're looking to just get better. But I think for the younger teams, they will love to gain some confidence in knocking off some of these playoff favorites or these teams that's been, I guess, picked by us, the media and the fans, as the favorites. But I think a lot of teams look at it as let's just build. It's more about building to the end of the season versus at the beginning of the season.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Ayton, Devin Booker out there with Jackson, then it's Trevor Ariza, and it's Warren in at power forward. Now here's Gasol. Temple can't get it to go. The Phoenix Suns come into this one after the win against Los Angeles. Ayton dishes to Warren. Kicks it out to Ariza. Booker in the corner. Nailed from three-point land. Booker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Memphis with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
You know, their focus wasn't there in that one. Same with the shot selection.
I've seen worse shooting nights, but this was pretty bad, and it obviously cost them the game.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Conley into the lane. And so good for so long. Conley still with no all-star appearances, Steve. That's hard to believe.
It is. It's a shame. Lots of competition at that point guard spot. People recognize the ability, but he continues to lose the numbers game.
He's off on the first. And for years, the Memphis Grizzlies defined mid-level success in the NBA, but not last season.
Before last year, they made the playoffs 7 straight seasons. Never played in a championship, but always seemed a player or 2 short. Now they're finally rebuilding.
And he sinks the second.
Mike Conley, the former 4th overall pick in 2011, he's such a steady hand at that point guard position.
Back to Booker. Here's Temple, guarded by Jackson. Anderson, it's deflected.
0 for 3 now in the early going, just a little bit out of sync.
Ariza passes to Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson, there was no finesse on that one. Superb athlete who likes to punish the rim.
Left side Gasol. Over Ayton. And again, Memphis no good.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
Conley, the pass to Jackson. Deep 2 from Anderson. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Anderson's got his first bucket of the night.
And the lid comes off the basket after 4 straight misses. They finally get one.
They set the pick. The drive by Booker and the wide open shot from Warren from outside off the mark. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Gasol setting the pick for Conley. Pass to Anderson. Here's Gasol. It's hauled in by the Suns.
He likes to work that in-between area, upset with himself that he couldn't connect.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Outside Gasol. And a miss there on the triple.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Here's Jackson. That one goes. Count it.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here is Conley. He's coming off a 16-point game against Sacramento.
And he showed again why he is such a sensational playmaker. Some of the plays he made were just remarkable.
Now here's Gasol. Over Ayton. The shot's good from Gasol.
With that height, Marc Gasol will always be able to get off his shot from mid-range.
Suns leading by 6. There's the pick. They get a hand on it, and Booker kicks to Ariza. Jackson passes to Ayton. 5 on the clock. Back to Jackson. Over Temple. No good. In and out. Off the rim. For Memphis, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far. Just 25%. Outside for Gasol. Here's Temple. Guarded by Jackson. Temple dishes to Gasol. Again, the miss by Gasol.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap. Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Here is Conley. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Gasol, and it's blocked.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game. Anderson wide open, hits the three-point bomb. Anderson's got 5 now.
I love that. You see the poise of Gasol running the offense to perfection.
Jackson kicks to Warren. Ariza outside, launches it. But they get it back. Booker in the corner. Another shot. Back to Warren. Over Jackson. And it comes off the front of the rim.
There does come a time when you haven't made anything all quarter long. Pass the rock.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Booker.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Marc Gasol. Great showing for him last season. 12th in blocks. And he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And anytime you take it inside against him, you know it may be coming right back the other way. He was a nasty, nasty shot blocker last season. Now, here's Ariza. After T.J. Warren's miss, Ariza passes to Ayton. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Gasol.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Now, here's Warren. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for Jackson. And Phoenix making a change here. Now Ayton. He had 25 points in the win against the Lakers. Leaves the dishes to Booker. 4 on the shot clock. And the Suns miss again. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And the Grizzlies with some changes. Parsons checked in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Garrett Temple. And for the Suns, Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Ayton. Troy Daniels comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Crawford in for Booker. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Green's got it all tied up now for Memphis. Phoenix is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the inside. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Conley. Finished off the break. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Mike Conley has that extra gear. Even when he gets bodied up, he finishes so well.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
A tremendous floor leader. Amazing that Conley's only averaged around 6 assists a game for his career.
Caspi, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Grizzlies.
And they haven't been able to exploit the 3 from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
Steve, you're talking about Conley, a guy who gives you much more than what you see on the stat sheet.
What he does, he controls the pace, the rhythm, understands how to manage the game, and he does it all with great efficiency.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect. Now here's Green. Back to Conley. From past the arc. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Suns moving the ball around. Daniels passes to Holmes. The Grizzlies pull it in.
You can't ask for a higher percentage look than the one that he got. I think he lost his concentration.
And Brooks gets it to go. The Suns trailing. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with J.B. Bickerstaff.
I asked him to sum up their season to this point. He said, look, there's room for improvement, but there are a lot of positives we can draw from. He just wants to see more consistency every night. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, David. Here is Caspi. After the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Parsons' shot is off. Suns shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Chandler with the screen on Conley. At the elbow, Chandler. Daniels passes to Chandler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Crawford with the 3. They get the rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Parsons outside. Brooks against Crawford, and the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's his first foul. On defense, Phoenix. Green up on top. Brooks kicks to Caspi. Clock at 6. Pulls up on the wing. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The Suns leading. Crawford with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Over Parsons. Here's Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. And so it's Memphis with it. The Suns getting the bucket. Here's the pass to Daniels. Chandler's shot, good. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
To the middle, here's Caspi. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. Phoenix has gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Inside, here's Daniels. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D. And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Aiden, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
And he can't get the first one. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Brooks checked in. And he sinks the second.
Last year, a devastating season for the Memphis Grizzlies, especially on the offensive end. Dead last in field goals attempted and in field goals made.
Now here's Green. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Green, the screen. And here's Conley outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Conley's got 6. And talking about the Grizzlies, part of that low offensive output is that they tend to play at a slower pace.
Typically, the Grizzlies are known for a grit and grind philosophy, and that lends itself to a slow, bruising style of play. Last year, they tried to play faster, but didn't really have the personnel to pull it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Back to Brooks. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter. Green, the screen. Green with a screen for Conley. The tray. Phoenix grabs the miss. Chandler's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
For Memphis, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
He misses the free throw.
Chandler Parsons gives you a little bit of everything. He can dribble it, he can shoot it, he can pass it. A very versatile player.
And he's good on the second. Suns leading by 5. Now here's Crawford. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Chandler outside. Chandler with the screen on Conley. It'll count. No good on the buzzer beater. And so the first quarter is in the books. Suns lead by 5. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
A huge fan of how they have rotated here defensively, been able to challenge multiple shots.
Yeah, it's been the defense that has them out in front. But let's see if they can sustain their intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Caspi is out there with Chandler Parsons, and it's Marshawn Brooks, and it's Green, and it's Conley in at the 1. Here's Green. The Suns getting the bucket. Back to Brooks. Six on the shot clock. Connects on the foul line jumper. Brooks has got his first basket. Suns leading by 3. Okobo over by Conley. Chandler with a screen for Crawford. Passes to Chandler. Okobo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steve, there are so many ways you can impact the game at crunch time, but there are certain guys, as you also know, that thrive on taking that last shot.
Yeah, Damian Lillard is one of those guys. They call it Dame time. James Harden, Kyrie, you look at Steph Curry. These guys have the basketball in their hands. They want to take the last shot. Kevin Durant, the greats, Russell Westbrook, they want it in their hands to be able to decide the outcome of the game, and they want it all on their shoulders.
Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Temple comes in for Michael Conley. Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Devin Booker comes in for Jamal Crawford. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Memphis with it, trailing by 5. Temple dishes to Parsons. Green passes to Parsons. Jackson setting the pick here for Parsons. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Got a piece of it. They get it back. Count it. Good. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. There's a good screen. Ayton kicks to Holmes. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol comes in for Green. And it's Anderson in for Chandler Parsons. Brooks against Jackson. Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Pass to Gasol. In the corner, it's Temple. Gasol, a screen on Booker. Here's Temple. The Grizzlies with another miss. And the officials call a traveling violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. On Sunday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs.
And for that Raptors game, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys,
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Brooks. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
No doubt that could be a gigantic swing in momentum given how that sequence developed.
And Phoenix has possession following the score by Memphis. And the dunk by Booker.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
The defense looks done right now. No hustle or real desire to get stops.
One shot.
Free throw good, Booker.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
Here's Temple. Dishes to Gasol. Out of hand on it.
And they could have used that trying to cut into this league. He's been off all night.
Warren. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists in the game. And Greg, if you know anything about Devin Booker, so dedicated to his craft. What's next for him, you think, in taking his game to the next level?
No doubt. I think it starts at the defensive end. I mean, he's one of the league's best at scoring the basketball, but defensively, I think that's going to be the challenge if he wants to become truly an elite player.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And so here's Memphis. 8-point game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Marc Gasol. The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And team stats last season, 74% shooting, so some numbers that they can definitely improve upon.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Booker. And for critical calls, we've seen video review used over the last few seasons. Would you like to, Steve, see more or less of that going forward?
I would say less, and the reason why I think it's taken away from the game, the floor, to gain the momentum. I would love to see, kind of like football, we go to a challenge system down the stretch, whether it's 1 or 2 challenges a half, and then after that, if you run out of challenges, you just got to go with what the referee called. Some plays I would love to see reviewable, like whether you stepped on the line, out of bounds, or 2 or 3 for 3-pointers, or goaltending. Other than that, I would love to go to a challenge system.
Excellent idea. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Gasol.
Well, they're going to have to look elsewhere for points because he has pulled a Houdini and completely disappeared from the offense in this one. Just no production from him, and nothing seems to be in rhythm for him right now. It's just not his night.
Here's Temple. Anderson outside. And Gasol now top of the key. Memphis moving that ball around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Anderson. That one a little long.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Warren the bucket on the assist from Jackson. Warren's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Temple. Anderson with the screen for Brooks. To the inside. Can they get it? That's in, and the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Anderson.
A high percentage look for Kyle. Has the size and length to be a factor inside.
Ariza kicks to Booker. Back to Ariza. Booker outside. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Booker. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, he averaged 25 points per, 4 assists and 4 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust. But he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
And he knocks down the first one.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
And he makes both free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 12. And Temple kicks to Gasol. And Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, he has to be careful now. He doesn't want to pick up that 3rd foul this early.
Here's Anderson. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Anderson's got 9.
Making a dent in this deficit. He's been on point tonight.
Booker the pass to Warren. Back to Booker. 2 points. That one goes. Booker's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Brooks kicks to Gasol. Right side Jackson. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 15-6 run. They get a hand on it. Here's Anderson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter. And Booker kicks to Ariza. Back to Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
That's about as violent as a rim rocker as it gets. A real confidence builder.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And Trevor Ariza, such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Some changes for Memphis. Caspi, he's checked in for Jackson. And Mike Conley subbed in for Garrett Temple. So it's the Grizzlies now, trailing by 10. And Anderson gets it to go.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
There's a screen. Jackson kicks to Ayton. And he's got his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one. Smitty, looking back in your career, what's the most pressure you've felt in a game?
You know, I think the most pressure, you love to be in those games. I think that's when you strive. I think the most pressure I ever felt, and it wasn't a playoff game, Kevin, or a championship game. It was that very first game as a rookie, because that game you had nothing to compare to, and it was everything you dreamed about. And that first game, you were finally saying, for me, I couldn't get it out of my head. This is my first NBA game. So I think that was the most pressure game I've ever played in.
Now here is Conley. He's got 6. Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart
so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. Looking for Gasol. He gets it there. And finished off by Gasol. Suns leading by 8. Down low. Here's Ayton. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Now here's Gasol. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
He owned the glass in that one too. No one could put a body on him.
The Suns have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing here. Brooks against Crawford. Warren on the wing. He kicks it to Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And Gasol sends it back.
Gasol with those long arms is a shot blocking expert, especially down low.
Trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but thus far, not working.
You know what? At some point, you have to decide. Do you keep pressing the issue, or do you focus on setting up others?
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Ayton. Lobbed up there for Booker.
Delivering these passes in tight quarters, that's tricky.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Conley, the pass to Gasol. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
And even now in his mid-30s, Marc Gasol is fantastic. I mean, he gives you everything you want at that center position. Strong defender and rebounder, and he has a host of ways to get you buckets.
Green, he's checked in for Anderson. And so Marc Gasol nails both of them. And with Gasol, he continues to develop his outside shot, Greg, to act as a stretch center now.
Yeah, and really the combination of his 3-ball shooting and his passing really, even at this stage of his career, makes him a tough cover. You worry if he'll settle too much for that outside shot, but boy, when he is on, there are few answers for slowing him down.
To the middle, here's Brooks. It's tipped. 1:36 left in the first half, and it's good for 2.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Brooks setting a pick for Conley. To the wing right side. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got 11 points.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Okobo over by Conley. Here's Daniels. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Brooks kicks to Conley. Back to Brooks. Outside Conley. A 3-pointer off the mark.
His lack of consistency with his shot tonight has held them back.
There's Crawford with the 3. That one doesn't go. And Memphis the other way now. To the paint. Gasol trying to free himself up. And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Conley.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Crawford against Brooks. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Crawford. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Suns lead by 8.
Crawford has been a solid outside shooter throughout his lengthy career. Got to at least get an arm up as he's going up.
Gasol. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so we conclude the first half. Suns ahead, leading by 8. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Tyson. How have you controlled the tempo in the game in the first half?
I think the way we came out defensively, we locked into their sets. We're taking them out of what they want to accomplish. Because of that, we're able to make some shots on the other end.
Tyson, thanks. We'll see you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Devin Booker putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
I don't think anyone expected to see such numbers from the bench. I'm impressed. It was what they needed, the jolt they needed, Ernie. Wow, I never knew their bench. Matter of fact, I don't even know any of their players coming off the bench. Man, keep going, bench guys.
And now, Kenny, let's get your opinion on Memphis.
Well, the differential in rebounding was huge. And it goes back to the fundamentals, blocking out and just maintaining position. Instead, they went to the lazy man's route, flying in the air, trying to steal rebounds. Well, that didn't work. No one is going to give you an easy rebound. They need to show some fight.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
Welcome back, folks. Pleased to have you with us tonight again here at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. And now the third quarter about to get going. Guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Warren is out there with Ayton. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Jackson, and it's Booker in at the 1 spot. Anderson can't get it to go.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
Kicks it to Conley. Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
And checking out numbers for Anderson. Some last season stats for him. Averaged 8 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And I think he can play even better. I mean, sometimes it's tough to get into a rhythm with limited minutes, but he has got to find a way.
That's the thing. You don't get to pick your minutes. You have to make the most of what you get.
A rangy 6'8", Ariza finishing with force.
And here are the Grizzlies now. It's a 10-point game. They set the screen. Conley with the 3. Ariza with the rebound. The Suns have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Steve, while he was interim head coach last season, J.B. Bickerstaff certainly won over the players' approval.
Mark Gasol said he's done a tremendous job with the tools he was given and with what he was allowed to do. Mike Conley simply stated he deserves this job. The Grizzlies brass was impressed enough that they didn't conduct a coaching search.
That one is off.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
And he's good on the second. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And a lot to like about that play, particularly how it ends.
Yeah, at the rack. That's what you want in transition, a high percentage look.
Now here is Conley. 8 points for him. Here's Gasol, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Gasol's got 13.
Terrific play call, and that's where you want to see Marc Gasol. He can use his combination of skill and size.
Back to Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. The Grizzlies trail by 13. Conley kicks to Gasol. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 15 points in the game.
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined. There's a smoothness to how he approaches it.
Now here's Ariza. No good from Booker. Anderson inside. Ariza covering. Anderson kicks to Jackson. Gasol, a screen on Booker. 6 to shoot. Gasol up top. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Gasol's got it back down to single digits for Memphis. Booker with it. Conley picks him up. And there's the pass to Warren. Passes it to Jackson. And it's Ariza in the corner. And a miss there on the triple.
Aggressive closeout on a great jump shooter. That's how you defend against the three.
Back to Conley. Gasol dishes to Anderson. Pass to Gasol. From deep. Rebound by the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. They'll be off to Oklahoma City for a meeting with the Thunder after this one. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Anderson trying to free himself up. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Inside. And Gasol slams it in.
You got to love this tonight. Marc Gasol is having his way on the offensive end.
And the Suns call time. Their last game, a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
I just thought the defense was porous. Got any shot they wanted, really, for most of the evening.
I'll give them credit. Even though they were facing very little resistance, they refused to play down to the level of their competition.
Parsons checked in for the Grizzlies. Marshawn Brooks comes in for Michael Conley. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Suns. Suns leading by 7, and Booker kicks to Chandler. Warren the pass to Jackson. Here's Booker. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And that's 20 points for Devin Booker. Outside Gasol. Here's the teardrop. He lays it in.
Rumble, big fella Rumble. Marc Gasol bearing down on the rim.
Pass to Booker. Gasol with the steal. Shot, high post. Parsons' shot is off. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Booker the pass to Jackson. He dishes it to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. That one off the back iron and out.
And you see why his reputation is so strong defensively. He allows no separation.
And so many defenses are not designed to take away the mid-range jumper, but he's given nothing away.
The Suns have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Jackson kicks to Warren. Chandler is screen. Back to Jackson. Warren sets the pick for Jackson. And stolen by Parsons.
That's going to drive your coach crazy. Protect the basketball. He lost focus for 1 second. There goes the possession.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
Here's Booker after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Booker dishes to Jackson. Here's the 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. On the wing, Brooks, guarded by Jackson. Pulls it from the elbow. Brooks misses. Suns leading by 3. And the Suns call time.
Yeah, you need to refocus now. Momentum is running against you.
And from what I'm seeing, there's too many unfavorable matchups out there on the floor.
Green, he's checked in for Memphis. And here's a shot chart now, getting a better perspective on where he's been shooting the ball from.
And it's really been a tremendous night. He's been efficient. He's been a major driving force in this offense. And it's no small task to try to slow him down. Once he gets rolling, like we've seen in this game so far, watch out.
Now, here's Warren. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
Yeah, not a great shot there, especially when you got a lockdown defender guarding.
You know, there's no shame in passing out in that situation. Leave your ego at the door.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And stolen by Parsons. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. 6 points for Brooks.
Well, you leave a guy that open with Parsons on the floor, and you know he's going to find him.
Timeout called, the Suns. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
The Suns trailing. Chandler is screened. Here's Daniels, and Gasol sends it back. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. Here's Green, and the layup's good off the glass. Green's got his 3rd basket of the night.
The foot speed of Jamichael quickly changes ends, able to convert these plays with ease.
Holmes, that's a screen. Here's Booker. They need this one. And Gasol sends it back. Here's Temple. Can't get it to fall.
Just hasn't had it tonight, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
Daniels, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Daniels has got 7. Memphis has gotten blank from three-point land so far in the 3rd. Still 0 for 3. Brooks kicks to Gasol. Fades, and he gets it to go. Gasol's got 23 points.
See, this is how you dictate the flow of the game. He's been lit this quarter.
The pass to Chandler, over Gasol. Chandler, no good.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
For Memphis, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Some changes for Memphis. Caspi comes in for Marc Gasol. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Garrett Temple. That one is no good. Suns trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
No good from Booker. The Grizzlies shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Brooks. And another miss by Memphis. Here's Holmes. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
On the free throw, no good.
And early in his career, Parsons displays so much talent. We know about the injuries. I think everyone wonders what could have been.
Important point there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Suns trail by 4. Okobo, Brooks covering. Get the shot, but they recover it. Takes a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Parsons got 4 rebounds now tonight. Floats one up. Rebounded by Holmes. Suns shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And here's Booker from the arc. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chandler. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Memphis. On Tuesday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And for that game against the Warriors, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Brooks, the pass to Green. Chandler with the steal. Fires from 14. Tries again. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Okobo, Brooks covering. Great D that time from Green. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. Nobody near Parsons. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Pass to Daniels. Okobo, Brooks covering. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down.
He can't find his mojo. Tough quarter for him scoring the basketball.
And Memphis making a change here. Conley's checked in. And then for Phoenix, Ayton, he's checked in for Chandler. And it's Crawford in for Daniels.
And what it looks like now, guys, their confidence is growing. And so is this lead.
But they can't just sit back and enjoy it. They need to keep up the momentum.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 14 to the middle. Holmes. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Green, the screen. Conley into the lane. That's tipped, and they get it back. And the shot goes in. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
End of quarter, great time to squeeze out an extra possession.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford has won the 6th Man of the Year more times than any other player in NBA history. Just might have to name that award after him before it's all said and done.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them.
Taking advantage at the charity stripe like he always does. Terrific touch.
Parsons on the wing. He kicks it to Green. Tipped away. Here's Conley. And the basket is good. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
Conley is so tricky down low, creating just enough space to get his shot over the defense.
Booker outside. Okobo. And the Suns miss again. A big-time effort for Marc Gasol, providing a lot of energy for the Memphis Grizzlies. His work on the glass was outstanding in that quarter. Great rebounding. And we'll be right back after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. Conley out there with Anderson. Then there's Chandler Parsons. Then there's Caspi. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Here's Booker. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Free throw good, Booker. Jackson, he's checked in for Parsons. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. Deflects the pass. Makes it off the glass.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
There's the screen. Inside, Ayton. Shoots from 12, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Now, here's Holmes, guarded by Green. Here's Booker. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
The momentum is building, scoring in a bunch of ways. That's why his number keeps getting called.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the 3-point shot. Booker's got it back down to within single digits for the Suns. The Grizzlies have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the 4th quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And here's Anderson from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Now here's Booker. He feeds it to Ayton. 6 to shoot. Crawford kicks to Booker. Releases. Offensive rebound to the wing on the left. Off target from 3-point range.
He's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not to be.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Devin Booker. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Kicks it to Ayton. Holmes, that's a screen. to the inside. Stolen by Michael Conley. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. And that'll be his third foul so far. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol is checked in for Green. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Casper. Jackson a screen on Crawford. Conley into the lane. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
That shot, Conley has perfected it. The little teardrop.
Warren a screen on Conley. Lob pass to Warren. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Memphis leading by 11. Over to the left wing. Gasol passes to Temple. They double him with Ayton. Gasol wide open. He fires. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Ayton dishes to Crawford. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Jackson. He's tightly guarded. And that one's good, Ayton.
Yeah, just proving how fast he can heat up. Once Ayton finds that rhythm, he is going to work.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And the foul called on Jamal Crawford. That's foul number 2 for him. Well, the NBA has had 3 referee crews for quite a while. Steve, do you think adding a 4th ref would help in any way?
No, I think it'll get a little bit crowded on the floor. I would love to see, I know they won't go back, I love the 2 referee situation. I look at it right now, referee A calls a call, referee B calls a call. It just feels like referee C has to make the next call or get up far as even with the other referees. I would love to see them go back to a 2 referee situation.
And so it's Memphis with it. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Conley, the pass to Temple. Jackson kicks to Conley. No good on the 3.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
Ariza at the elbow. Back to Jackson. No good with the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 9. Here's Anderson. He doesn't hit that one. Good D by Ariza. Ayton, the pass to Jackson. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. Here is Anderson over Ariza.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Jackson kicks to Crawford. It's tipped. Pass to Ariza. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Clock is at 3. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And finished off by Anderson.
A heady player in transition. Kyle Slow-Mo Anderson can facilitate as well as find looks for himself.
Now, here's Warren. Crawford outside. There's the dish to Ayton. Back to Crawford. Shot clock at 5. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Memphis leading by 11. Here's Temple. Dishes it to Gasol. Gasol setting the pick for Anderson. Back to Gasol. And the 3 off target. Suns trail by 11. Crawford drives in. Anderson with the block.
Nice block by Anderson. Can't get too high off the ground, but uses that 7'3" wingspan to full effect.
Devin Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Here's Jackson. Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
And how about Jackson's quicks?
I mean, he just explodes to the basket. Incredible at driving inside.
Here's Temple. Gasol, a screen on Jackson. Lock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And Marc Gasol with the 3. Gasol's got 28.
When Gasol feels the D playing off of him, he has no problem going right up with the shot. Great confidence from the big man.
They set the pick. Ariza kicks to Booker. Jackson passes to Ayton. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket.
Shooting 1.
And the Grizzlies leading by 9. And it's Conley penetrating. Fires from deep. That shot off. The Suns go the other way with it. To the middle. Here's Warren. Feeds it to Jackson. Another one falls for Phoenix.
And how about that mentality by Jackson? Looking to shoot it as soon as that pass was delivered.
Memphis has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Conley. Jackson against Warren, and Jackson gets it to go.
I like to see that. Taking it up strong in traffic.
Suns trail by 9. And here's Jackson. The pass to Ayton. Back to Jackson. Shoots a 3. And it's Gasol with the rebound. Gasol's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Fast break. Here come the Suns. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. They get Marc Gasol.
And they are excited about Jackson, a high motor guy with a ton of room to grow, and also displays terrific leadership on both ends.
Green, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
See, now he's getting defenders back on their heels a little bit. Getting to the foul line here in the second half.
Pass to Conley. Outside, Green. He kicks to Conley. For 3, it's good from long range. Conley's got 9 points here in the second half.
And that evened things out. He had a 3 early in the first half, now gets 1 in the second.
Here's the screen. Green against Warren. Lob pass to Warren. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
A versatile swing man. Kyle Anderson's nickname is Slow-Mo for his methodical style of play.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Suns trail by 11. Booker with no one around. The three-pointer no good. Anderson outside. Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And it does not take much for Gasol to throw it down. Just feed the big man inside, and he's good to go.
And the Suns call time. And Steve, the way JaMychal Green got here, a terrific story.
Went undrafted, Kevin, did the G League thing, bounced around, but then he started to put it all together. Now he's a guy you can count on to give you good minutes.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Marc Gasol.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
And they were in danger of losing back-to-back games before he stepped to the forefront here tonight. This was not a game he was going to let get away from him. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Igor Kokoskov address the team. He is not happy with the turnovers. He said, we have got to get some shots. It's as simple as that, guys. play smart and value the basketball. We'll see if the message sunk in, Kevin.
Goes back up. Out to Conley from downtown. They get it back. Green. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. Suns trail by 13. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Down low. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. Conley against Booker. Left side Gasol. And starting out in the shadow of his older brother Powell, Marc Gasol, Steve, has become a superstar in his own right.
Multiple All-Star games, an All-NBA first team in 2015, and it's not just the production, it's the leadership.
And the way Mark plays, similar to his brother Powell, a soft shooting big man with phenomenal length.
You look at that lead pass there, he just has such a great feel for the game.
And the Grizzlies leading by 13, and Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two.
Yeah, former 4th overall draft pick. Conley took a while to develop physically, but the mental parts have always been there.
And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Now here's Booker. Count that one. Booker's got 29.
This is what it means to be a catalyst. His offense helps set the tone for a lot of what they do.
And for Memphis, they're shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. Booker against Conley. They double team Conley. He dishes it to Green. 6 on the shot clock. Good looking screen by Gasol. Over Ayton. The kick out to Anderson. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Grizzlies.
Their superior ball handling won it for them.
And fewer turnovers equals greater scoring opportunities. Any coach will tell you that. If you take care of the ball every possession, and this is a perfect example of what happens when you do.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Marc Gasol.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And here's Phoenix, trailing by 17. Shoots from the baseline. Green with the rebound, and Josh Jackson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And Conley drops them both. On the wing, Daniels. And the Suns miss again.
And this is what he gives you, the ability to contest the shot without fouling.
Perimeter defense at a premium these days. You see the value in this kind of effort.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Chandler, it's a cliche, but you guys really do seem like you're getting home court advantage and making it tough for people to come in here and win.
Yeah, this is great. That should be our goal every single night, to win our home court games, to have the loudest, craziest crowd in the NBA, and I think we got to be up there. Our crowd tonight was great, and we really feed off their energy, so it was good.
They pushed you to the win, Chandler. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.